Hey everybody, so episode 11 of Teen Wolf Season 3 aired tonight, and honestly, this is going to be a very different recap and review because I am so full of feels. I am having trouble just getting my head around this episode. Let me just put this out there, and I do not usually say this, but I really think Teen Wolf is my favorite show in the world. I am so impressed. I mean, I love a lot of shows, but the emotional depth of this show, really, it brings me to tears a lot, and it's due to the phenomenal actors of this show, and Dylan O'Brien, he totally owned in this episode. Anyways, some of the highlights of the show, that's what I decided to do this time, some highlights of the show. Lydia's mom is back. Miss Lockwood from the Vampire Diaries is back from the dead. Screw you, Klaus. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, I'm a Vampire Diaries fan too, but I just had to put that out there because she's on a lot of stuff. She plays moms, and that'll be really ironic if she dies too on this show. Anyways, Scott's dad. He's back. We get introduced to him. We find out it's Scott's dad at the end of the episode. He's an FBI agent. Another thing that happens, we find out so much, it is just too much to just get over. I mean, Mr. Argent gets Isaac and Allison to go with him to go and try to find Jennifer, or find Melissa McCall and Sheriff Stilinski, and he ends up tricking Isaac and Allison and giving himself over to Miss Jennifer Blake, aka the Duroc, and he gets taken, and he kind of screws himself because she takes all his weapons and stuff, and he doesn't think he's gonna get loose. And one thing he does have though is still that little synth. I don't know. Is that some sound? Blah. See, I can't even come up with the right words for it right now because, wow, this episode. It's just a ultrasonic sound or something that'll call werewolves or lure them in. Another thing we see are Miss Morell's missing. She's running away from the Alpha Pack, and Scott's with them, and which is really weird. They try to kill her. She lets loose the news that Ennis was killed by Deucalion, and Kali looks pretty shocked about that. We do find out the name of the chick that saved Isaac, because Miss Morell supposedly sent her, but I already forgot her name. So totally leave that in the comments if you know her name. I cannot remember. I've already forgotten it. I feel so bad. No. I'm not sorry. I don't know. I still call her the chick on the motorcycle. Derek, throughout the episode, with Peter's guidance, I don't trust Peter. Ever. Never. Will never trust Peter, even though I really like the guy that plays him, Evo, and however you say his name. But he basically says he can give up his alpha powers, and it'll help. It'll save, Cora will absorb his powers and she will be healed, but he will no longer be an alpha. And he does ultimately end up doing that, and Derek's eyes are blue again. So, yes. Another thing that happens, we find out that we kind of figured out that Lydia had been drawing the Nematon, but Styles turns the sketch upside down, and it is the Nematon. It's the root thing. And they try to get Derek and Peter to help them find the Nematon, but Talia Hale took the memories. How convenient. How bloody convenient. Styles, just with all the panic, upon finding out Allison's father was taken too, he ends up having a panic attack. And to stop the panic attack, Lydia kisses him. And I think she was into it. I really think she was into it. But I honestly don't know if they will become anything more than friends relationship-wise. I don't really see that happening anytime soon, maybe in part 2 of the season. We also find out Stiles' mom's name is Claudia, and we hear a lot about her, and it's really emotional. Sheriff Stilinski did have doubts and just an idea about the supernatural at one point in time, and he just kind of shoved it to the back of his mind because, well, I don't want to start crying, so I'm really not going to go into it, but the night that his wife died, he wasn't with her, and he was comforting a girl that was pinned in a car or a truck who was some sort of supernatural, and she was telling him to leave her and go be with his wife. And Stiles was with his mother when she died. Now, the big thing that happens at the end, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. Dr. Deaton sets up where Stiles, Scott, and Allison are going to kind of be like, try to trick the sacrifice, where they use special, very personal items to their parents, where they are going to be put, like drowned, be killed for a brief amount of time in order for the sacrifice to happen and be fulfilled and to save their parents. Consequences will be they will have some kind of like darkness in their heart that'll surround their heart. I don't know how that will affect them. I'm very interested to see that. It's a very, like, at the end we see them being like drowned, and what's really odd is they don't struggle, and I'm like, that was probably the most disturbing thing. But I don't know how I'm going to handle waiting until January after next week's episode. Seriously? We have to wait till January? What? Really? MTV? Jeff Davis? Well, God, I just need to cuddle with this and go get in a corner and rock back and forth. No, it's not that bad, but it is a little. But that whole to be continued, is it next week yet? Is it? No? Okay, well, y'all stay tuned to my next recap and review, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video and continue to watch and subscribe, and have a fantastic night.